Hey guys, Millie here. Thanks so much for tuning in for my first video ever. I'm so excited. Let's get started. I'm doing a look today based off of the Lime Crime Venus palette. So I started out with a bare eye, and I actually used Lorac behind the scenes primer all over the lid and under the eye. And then I used Creation from the Venus palette, which is my favorite blend out color right now, or transition color. And I just blended that into the outer corner of the eye. And I personally like to keep the color on the outer portion of the eye for myself, just because I don't have large eyes, and if you see when I lift my eye or when I look up, I have really hooded eyes. So for me personally, keeping the color on the outer V of my eye, or the emphasis, makes my eyes look a little bit larger. So I'm blending lightly into the inner corner of the eye, but not as deep as the outer corner is. Then once I'm done blending out Creation, I'm going to take Shell from the Venus palette. I'm just going to pat that all over my lid. And you'll see I'm keeping majority of the product on the center of the lid and kind of just blending it out towards the outer corners of my eye, just because I want it to have more of a gradient transition instead of it being like pow color all over the place. So I'm just patting that in. And then once I have done that, then I'm going to take Icon on a little bit of a denser brush. I'm going to place that on the outer corner of the eye, and then I'm going to use a fluffy brush and blend that out. Now this is a brush that I was using to blend out the Creation color, so I just use that so that it blends a little better into Icon, and then I just take a clean fluffy brush and I kind of clean it up a little to give it more of a fade, more of a pretty transition instead of a harsh one. Blend that out. Blend that ish out. So now I'm taking Creation onto the bottom lash line, and I'm lightly placing it, just sweeping it across. Not too heavy. But I'm making sure that I'm blending that out into the colors that I just put on the outer V. That way there's no line of demarcation or anything. It's just a pretty seamless transition into the colors that I just created. And now I'm taking Icon and I'm placing that over Creation, so it has the same color payoff as the outer corner. I'm blending that in towards the inner corner of my eye, but not too far in, right before the little teardrop or tear duct drop area, however you want to say it. Now I'm taking Milk by NYX, their jumbo pencil, and I'm putting that on the inside rim of my eyes. Again, I love doe eyes. I think they're beautiful. I wish I had big, beautiful eyes. I really wish I do, but I don't. I have really narrow hooded eyes, and placing Milk, or the NYX pencil, on the inner rim of my eyes actually makes them look brighter and bigger. So it's going to be rare you catch me with not doing this, just because it makes my eyes look bigger, and anything that makes my eyes look bigger is just, come on now, let's do it, right? So now I'm taking Aura from the Venus palette. I'm just patting it on to the brow bone. And you'll notice it's kind of shimmery, almost a little too shimmery for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger and just kind of almost blend it out with my finger. Now, the reason I love Aura so much is because you can get so many payoffs with this color. If you pat it with your finger, it almost looks matte now. A bit of a sheer to it, but not as intense in the shimmer as it was before. And I love this color on the brow bone. Like, you don't even know how much I love this color. But Now I'm taking that clean fluffy brush that I was using earlier, which is probably now a little tainted, but it has the colors that we were using earlier. So I'm using that to blend out into Aura. And once I'm done blending that, I'm going to take Aura and I'm going to place it on the inner tear duct portion of my eye. That will also open up your eyes too. So if you have really narrow eyes like me, this will make them a little bit bigger. And I'm just blending it in towards the colors that we, basically towards shell, which is the one that we used earlier on the lid. So now I'm placing my lashes. I'm using Duo Lash Adhesive in black. And I am also using Morphe brushes, eyelashes. I am obsessed with these. I can't even tell you how much I love these freaking eyelashes. Not just these particular ones, but Morphe lashes in general, because they're ridiculously, insanely inexpensive. But I have gotten, I want to say, 9 uses from every single pair I have. And that's just like not 9 straight uses, guys. That's like me cleaning them, taking care of them. If you want, I can do a video on how I clean my lashes. Just send me a quick request or let me know in the comments below and I will get to creating on it. But yeah, I clean my lashes every time I use them. So 9 times is pretty darn good, especially for false lashes that are not mink. And Morphe's lashes are not mink. They are just regular synthetic lashes, but they last a while. And again, they run about $2, I want to say, so ridiculously, insanely inexpensive. I love them. And yes, I know, guys, I'm horrible. I don't apply my lashes with tweezers. I actually apply them with my fingers because I'm a lop like that. But I kind of like have a fear of poking myself in the eye with tweezers because I have before. So I don't do it anymore. More power to the girls that can on YouTube. But I just can't. So if and when I figure it out, I'll get to doing. But for now, I just apply with my fingers. And this is me just pushing my lash into my lash line on top. And I'm sorry, my nails are atrocious. I'm gonna fix those, guys. I really am. Really, I promise. I'm like looking at it right now and I'm like, really? That's just awful. You look a mess right now, girlfriend. So now I'm taking my mascara, which I am back to the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. I know Carly on YouTube, she raves about this mascara. And when I first started watching her tutorials, which was like 3 years ago, I was using the same mascara and I was like, I'm going to branch out because I'm an artist and I love makeup and I got to try different products and just give reviews. And I must have tried at least 20 mascaras in between. And I actually came back to the L'Oreal Telescopic. I can't help it. The brush defines, separates, it lengthens. So yeah, I went back to it and I love it. I love it. So I'm doing, I believe, 2 coats. I don't usually do more than 2 coats just because I have the false lashes on already. But I'm doing 2 coats of mascara on my lashes. And this will help if you have super uber duper straight lashes like I do. I know all the curly hair on my head and I get straight lashes. What's that, right? But it actually takes your lashes and blends them into the false lashes. So that's why I do that. Otherwise, my real lashes would be jutting out forward and my false lashes would look like really great and almost curled. So it helps maintain my lashes and make them look more seamless as opposed to just like I'm wearing fake lashes. So now I'm taking it onto the bottom lash line and putting some on there. Sorry, I stink at the recording, but this is my first time again, guys, so bear with me. I'll get better, I promise. Now I'm taking Salem by Lime Crime, which I'm obsessed with. Love. I'm in love with this lippy. right now. It really is one. It probably is my favorite right now. Like once I saw it, I was like, I need that. It instantly took me back to like No Doubt, Hole, Garbage, all those lovely 90s singers that I just love so much. It instantly took me back there. And I was like, I gotta have that color. So I'm basically applying that all over my lip. But if you notice, I'm taking it really far on the inner portion of my lip. And the reason I'm doing that is because if I smile and I do anything, you'll see the inner portion of my lip. So I'm bringing it really far in. That way I can go ahead and have the entire lip covered. And I'm doing that on top too. I'm just putting it all over. The payoff for this lip is just to die for. I love how deep it is. And yes, I have jacked up teeth, okay? I know. But I'm just taking that in, putting it all over my lips. Any spots I may have missed, putting it together. And once I'm done with that, I usually clean up using my finger. And then I go in with a concealer, which I don't use under my eyes or around my nose or anything, which is ridiculous, I know. But I don't, just because I have oily skin, and if I stick concealer right there, I'm gonna look caked. So I skip the concealer portion, and I actually just use my concealer to clean up my lips or my eyes if I'm doing a really cool clean cut winged liner or clean cut wing with shadow. I'll use my concealer for that. So I'm just cleaning up around the lips, and the concealer I'm using is Ben Nye. I love Ben Nye. For regular folk, you can get that with Camera Ready Cosmetics or Nami's, but that's me just getting ready to do my lashes right there. Just the last bit. I always save curling my lashes for the end because like I told you, I have really super straight lashes. So I save curling my lashes for the end so that I have a longer payoff for the curl on my lashes to last all day. And that's it, guys. That is the finished look. There's the side view. And I just love the way it transitions with the colors. So here's the finished look. I hope you guys like it. If you have any other questions, any requests, if you want to get a hold of me for any bookings, you can either send me a comment below, direct message me, or you can email me. All of it's in my profile. And I look forward to releasing more videos with you guys. Have a good one. Mwah.